What kind of men stand beside a king when he has no crown, no palace, and no army, only enemies? This is the story of David's mighty men, the warriors who helped build Israel's greatest kingdom through courage, loyalty, and faith. Story begins. Before David became king, he was a fugitive, hunted by King Saul. He hid in caves and deserts, living as an outlaw. Yet something surprising happened. Men began to gather around him, men in distress, in debt, and discontented. But under David's leadership, these broken men became history's most fearless warriors. They became known as David's mighty men, the elite 3 warriors. Among them were 3 legendary heroes. First was Josheb, leader of the mighty warriors. In one battle, he stood against overwhelming enemies and killed hundreds with his spear, refusing to retreat. Then came Eleazar, son of Dodo. When the army fled from the Philistines, Eleazar stood alone and fought until his hand cramped and stuck to his sword. He fought until victory came. Next was Shammah, who defended a field of lentils when everyone else ran. One man, one field, one decision, stand or run. And he stood and won. Their stories teach us something powerful. Sometimes victory comes when you refuse to quit, even when others do. The water of Bethlehem. One day, David longed for water from his hometown Bethlehem, now occupied by enemies. Hearing this, 3 warriors risked their lives, broke through enemy lines, drew water, and brought it back. But David refused to drink it. He poured it out before God, saying the water was too precious and it was like the blood of men who risked their lives for him. This moment shows how deep loyalty and honor ran among them. Other legendary warriors. There was Abishai, who killed hundreds with his spear and once saved David's life when a giant warrior nearly killed the king. Then Benaiah, whose bravery became legendary. He killed 2 Moabite champions, fought a lion in a pit on a snowy day, and defeated a giant Egyptian using the enemy's own spear. These were not ordinary soldiers. These were men shaped by hardship, loyalty, and faith. A powerful lesson. Here's what makes this story so important. These men didn't join David when he was successful. They joined him when he was struggling. They believed in the leader before the crown came. And together, they built a kingdom. Their story teaches us, stand firm when others run. Stay loyal in hard times. Great victories often begin with small groups of faithful people. And sometimes, the people history celebrates are not just kings, but the faithful men and women who stood beside them. David became one of the greatest kings in history, but he never stood alone. Behind every great victory were mighty men who refused to quit. So the question is, when greatness is being built, will you stand or walk away? Follow for more powerful Bible stories brought to life. Share this story, and remember, faithfulness today builds victories tomorrow.